show, everyone. It's Dina Calmetta here, and for today's headlines, we have some big news to talk about. Now, I originally was going to bring you guys a political piece in regards to the U.S. because there is so much that is happening here. On the other hand, there is a lot that's happening with Russia and China and the Philippines. So I made a snap decision to bring you guys some headlines in regards to these nations because things are definitely heating up. Take, for instance, this report in regards to the U.S. Strategic Command and Space Command that are set to warn the world of the spectrum of a conflict today that could rapidly lead to nuclear war. The U.S. military...
Right, Shalom, it's your brother Shamar from the Phoenix camp. With that being said, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kakadash, double honor to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the brothers doing this work in true sincerity. Jump right into the lesson. What you heard was a clip from a news article that was on YouTube, and basically said that there was the rapid succession of a nuclear war. So that brings to mind Revelation 11 and 14. And we're just going to get a few scriptures on these missiles, because these are the times that we're living in right now. This is Revelation 11:14. It says, "The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly." So in the article it says that a rapid succession of nuclear war. So things are not slowing down. Things are quickening in space. They're quickening in pace. So that World War III, the imminent destruction of America, is coming quickly, man. I'm gonna get that word war right here. It says a primary exclamation of grief, alas, woe. Let's get the Bible the dictionary definition. Great sorrow or distress. They had a complicated tale of woe. Things that cause sorrow or distress or trouble. To add his woes, customers have been spending less. So it's things to add sorrow, distress, or trouble, man. And so that's gonna be a troublesome time for America, man. That third woe. That's not going to be nothing nice to deal with. So we're in that third woe right now. We're in a troublesome time, man. We are in the third woe. The third woe is not coming. We are in the third woe. That troublesome time, that time of distress, all the chess pieces are here. So basically, with that being said, we're going to get a few scriptures, dealing with nuclear missiles, ICBMs, according to the scriptures. This is all good information to brush up upon. So we're going to get to Isaiah 54 and 16. Isaiah 54 and 16, it says, "Behold, I've created a smith that blows the coals in the fire." Let's get that word smith. A fabricator of any material, carpenter, craftsman, engraver, mason, craftsman, artisan, engraver, artificer, skillful to destroy. So there it is right there, man. He created the smith that is skillful to destroy, and those ICBMs, they are very skillful to destroy, man. They have a high level of death. There's a high death rate that goes with a death radius, a kill radius that goes with those nuclear missiles, man. So going back to that word of smith, which basically means skillful to destroy, we're gonna get a few examples of that, man. So I looked at the word capability of Satan missile, and there is such a thing as a Satan missile. So this is they're made by Russia. Russia is, as we mentioned in the article, is one of the what's the word I'm trying to say? One of the main threats to the United States. In regards to nuclear war or ICBMs. It says the R-36M SS-18, known as Satan by NATO, is similar to the R-36 design, but has the capacity to mount an MRV payload of 10 warheads. Each was a 550, 750 kilometer yield, or a single warhead of up to 20 MT. Throw weight of the missiles 880,000 kilograms. So let's get the few articles. They only not only do they have a Satan, they have a Satan too. So these are weapons that are skillful to destroy. You read the definition of the word smith. It says Putin's titled invincible nuclear weapon. Invincible. Well, they really exist. Here's how it works and why it deeply worries experts. So let's go down to the article, man. It's says Putin has announced an unstoppable nuclear-powered global cruise missile that's practically unlimited range. Then showed an animation device bobbing and weaving around the globe. He also played a computer animation of a high-speed nuke-armed submarine drone blowing up ships and coastal targets. So they say that this Satan 2, they can do mass amounts of damage, man. They can do they're invincible. They can't be stopped. They can't be defended against. So these are things that are put in place by the Most High, man. See if I get some more information on here. It says right here, so according to the Center of Missile Defense Project, the Satan 2 reported by Russian media has been able to carry 10 large warheads. So it's a 10-in-1 type deal, man. 60 smaller ones, a combination of warheads and countermeasures up to 24 Yu-74 hypersonic boot glide vehicles. That means one Satan 2 ICBM could pack as much as 8 megatons of TNT equivalent explosive power. That's more than 400 times strong as either the bomb the U.S. dropped in Japan 1945, both which combined led to the roughly 150,000 casualties. So that's skillful to destroy, man. Let's go back to the scriptures. Let's go back to Isaiah 54:16. So these are things that are coming, and these are things that we consider. When we bring up news article like that, we filter into the scriptures. So these are things that we are commanded to prophesy about, or to say before they happen, because these are going to happen, man, guaranteed. This is a scenario that's not going to be diverted. This is a scenario that's not going to be talked to or bowed down by politics. This is a scenario that's coming to the planet Earth, man. So I'm going to get this again, once again, Isaiah 54:16. It says, Behold, I create the smith that blows the coals in the fire, and that brings forth an instrument for his work. And I've created the waster to destroy. So that's what it's all about. He created the waster to destroy. Let's get this definition, man. It brings forth an instrument for his work. Let's get that word instrument. See what this says right here. A weapon. So it's talking about a weapon, man. It's talking about the smith is a skillful, and let's get that word smith again. So if you break down these key words, you know what this is talking about. It's skillful to destroy. So let's put all these together, man. Blows the coals in the fire, and they're propelled by a fire, right? That blows the coals in the fire. I just want to get these definitions and just go over and see if I can get anything out of them, man. The breath, to blow, sniff, receive, to give up or lose. The breath, blow, to be blown, to cause to breathe out. Blows the coals, coal, charcoal, ember. So ember. So if you look at the structure of a nuclear missile, it blows out ember or fire, when it launches, and fingers forced instrument, weapon. Maybe with that weapon. Let's get the word instrument. It says something that is something prepared that is any apparatus, implement, utensil, vessel, or weapon, armor, artillery, bag. So it says armor, artillery, man. So that can only talk about a nuclear missile, man, or what they call an ICBM. So we're gonna go back to the scriptures, and I have created the waster. Let's get that word waster, destroyer, to destroy. I'm gonna get I'm gonna get the definition of waster from the Strongs. It says to destroy, corrupt, to go ruin, decay, to be marred, to be spoiled, be corrupted, to be corrupt, be injured, be ruined, be rotted, to spoil, run, pervert, corrupt, deal corruptly, to spoil, run, destroy, to pervert, corrupt, destroyer, spoiled, ruined, particle. So to destroy, man, so that's what that is, man, because there's not gonna be you're not gonna be able to deter this event from happening, man. I'm gonna get another scripture real quick. There's not going to be no political talks or conferences or peace conferences that are going to calm down the situation, man. This is true. This is prophesied in the scriptures, and this is going to happen. So let's get this right here, because of what we said, that there's not going to be no deterring, no peace talks, no conferences, no world summits. Nothing's going to quiet down the situation. Like it's mentioned in the news article, the situation is rapidly progressing, and it's not going nowhere. That's that's aligning to the scriptures. Revelation 11:14 said the third world comes quickly. So we are most definitely living in these times. Says Isaiah 13:17 said, behold, I will strip the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and for gold, as for gold, they shall not delight in it. So there's not going to be no buying off. There's not going to be no talks of peace. It's not going to be no negotiations. It's going to happen, man, because that Medes is representative of these world powers. More specifically Russia. The bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and that bows is what? That bows is what's released by the archer. So that's talking about those missiles. The bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. The Babylon of the glory in Babylon, which is talking about America, because it's talking about Medes against Babylon, or if you want to do it, if you want to break it down parabolically, it's a Russia against America. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when Yahweh overthrows Sodom and Gomorrah. So it's going to be in that like manner. So this is talking about the effects of a nuclear missile, ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missile, and the damage is going to be so great that there will be no inhabitants left. It shall never, verse 20, it shall never be inhabited, and it shall be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch their tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But the wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their house shall be full of doleful creatures, and the owl shall dwell there, and the satyr shall dance there. So that's going to be a place of desolation. That's how complete that destruction is going to be. If you look at the history of Sodom and Gomorrah, man, it's pretty much a wasteland. So that's going to be America's going to be a Sodom and Gomorrah on a large scale. But that being said, just a real quick lesson. There's many more scriptures you can go into that speaks about ICBM and World War III, but these are the most prevalent scriptures that I could find pertaining to this. I found at the moment pertaining to the situation. Plus, I didn't want to make the lesson too long. With that being said, Most High willing, hope the lesson was edifying. Let's keep on pushing. With that, I want to give our honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Kahala Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Let's keep on pushing. Shalom.